Building a bigger back is a goal of almost every serious lifter. Additionally, programming a back workout usually consists of haphazardly throwing together some machine pull-downs and row movements. But what if those staple exercises have become a little stale, which causes a lack of excitement for stimulating new muscle growth? You need a few new ideas to add to your current program to get you looking forward to training again. Try these often overlooked back exercises you might not be doing. Number 1, the dumbbell pullover. As the dumbbell pullover isn't necessarily new, and you've most likely heard of it, odds are you're probably not doing this highly effective back stimulator. Many lifters instead will opt for the straight arm cable pull to isolate their lats on any given back day. The dumbbell version of this has some extra unique bonuses. A study from the Journal of Applied Biomechanics ran an electromyography test on several upper body muscle groups. They found that the dumbbell pullover stimulated the pectoralis major and the lats during exercise. This is a great advantage when training a push and pull workout for the chest and back. The pullover can act as the perfect transition exercise between body parts, one being finishing off the chest and the other warming up and isolating the back. Grab a bench and a moderate dumbbell, lie back perpendicular on the bench with only your upper back touching. Allow your hips to dip down and your head to hang over, expanding your rib cage. Grasp the dumbbell on the inside of one end with your hands flat and interlocked. Start the motion with your arms extended, but not locked over your chest. Lower the dumbbell back and down above your head with slightly bent but rigid arms until you feel a stretch and the weight is nearly in line with your head. Pause for a moment and then reverse the motion. As you lift the weight, focus on pulling with your lats. Number 2, Meadows row. Famously named after the late bodybuilder John Meadows, the Meadows row combines the effectiveness of a free weight exercise with the safety of a machine or a supported back movement. It can often be compared to a one-arm dumbbell row, but with the advantage of a fixed bar to assist with balance. The Meadows row targets the mid-back, traps, rear delts, and forearms. Fix a standard Olympic barbell on the floor at one end. Normally you can use a landmine apparatus or straddle a heavy dumbbell over the end. Load weight plates on the other end, preferably small in diameter to not limit your range of motion by hitting the ground. Stand with a staggered stance in a bent over position with your back nearly parallel to the floor and your body perpendicular to the bar. Grasp the weighted end with an overhand grip and pull with your lats toward your waist. Squeeze at the bottom and then return under control to the starting position without resting the weight on the floor. Number 3, wide grip pulley row. Normally you'll perform the seated pulley row with a narrow grip. This is most likely because the body is the strongest when weight is manipulated closer to the body. Additionally, it creates a superior reference of stability, but the wide grip version is often overlooked or never even thought of. A wider grip can provide the advantage of targeting the upper back, posterior deltoids, traps, and other supportive muscles that can get neglected. More development in the upper back area can also give you that wider V taper look. Fix a wide handle to a pulley row station. Use a wider than shoulder width grip on the handle and sit with your legs straight but slightly bent. While keeping a straight spine, lean forward, slightly stretching your lats, and then begin to pull the bar back, utilizing only your elbows to pull. Your hands will only act as hooks, keeping your bicep activity minimal. Next, pull the bar back toward your stomach and keep your elbows at an angle. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you and slowly lower the weight back to the stretch position. Number 4, inverted row. Many lifters only think about the pull-up as the most challenging, body weight only exercise available for the back. The pull-up is a staple for any back workout, but there is another close relative to it, the inverted row. Think again if you're convinced that back training should only consist of brutally heavy weight in low reps. An ACE-sponsored study pitted several more traditional back exercises against each other, including the inverted row, using EMG technology. The findings concluded that the inverted row tested relatively well compared to the bent over row, lat pull down, and the seated row when testing for latissimus dorsi activity. Using a stable bar such as a Smith machine or an Olympic bar setup in a power rack, position it around hip level. The lower the bar, the more challenge it will provide. Lie under the bar and grasp it with an overhand grip wider than your shoulders. While keeping your body rigid, pull your chest up to the bar, squeeze at the top, and then lower down slowly and under control. Number 5, chest-supported dumbbell row. Many lifters will use a little body English to get those last few reps with traditional one-arm dumbbell rows. When done correctly, this is a great way to squeeze a few more reps out of your sets. However, it can also sabotage your form and results if used exhaustively. Most of your back training should consist of exercises practiced with strict form to isolate the lats and other supported muscles for optimal development. For example, chest-supported dumbbell rows are the perfect combination of a free weight exercise with textbook form. They isolate the back and can help prevent and alleviate back pain and strain. Plus, you benefit from working each side independently to correct any strength imbalances. Set an incline bench at about 30 degrees. Lie down on the bench with your chest against the pad and your arms hanging out on each side. Grasp a pair of dumbbells and with a neutral grip, pull the dumbbells up to your sides and toward your waist. Lower the dumbbells in a slow and controlled manner. Avoid trying to heave or lift your upper body off the bench. Instead, keep a slight arch in your spine and keep your feet firmly planted on the ground for support. Number 6, sled pull. Although mostly referred to as functional training used to build resilience and stamina, sled work can also be extremely beneficial to building solid muscle. Unfortunately, most of our daily lives don't fit into a neatly designed program of specific movements. Instead, we are constantly challenged with obscure and very holistic types of motion that traditional training just doesn't address. For example, sled pulls performed in a certain way to stimulate the back and a completely different method than, let's say, a row, might be the very thing you need to kickstart your gains again. Start with a moderately loaded sled and attach the straps to one end so that you're able to grasp each handle independently. Start by facing the sled and squat down slightly to achieve a solid foundation to pull from. Next, pull the sled toward you in one swift motion, as if you were rowing the weight closer to you. Be sure to keep your spine straight and your center of gravity low. Immediately step back into the same semi-squat position and pull again. Repeat this motion for 10 to 15 reps. Number 7, pull-ups or chin-ups. Pull-ups and chin-ups have been around for decades, if not centuries. So why do they make the list? Not many lifters perform this highly effective, challenging, results-producing exercise. And there's probably a good reason that most don't bother. They're hard. But what good is rowing and deadlifting a ton of weight and utilizing every machine in the gym for back if you can't do a single pull-up? A study in the Journal of Physical Fitness, Medicine, and Treatment in Sports compared the pull-up to 3 other alternative exercises: seated lat pull-down, kneeling lat pull-down, and assisted pull-up. Using EMG to measure muscle activity, the researchers concluded that the pull-up created significantly higher muscle activation in the abdominals, biceps, lats, and traps. In other words, you get much more bang for your buck with pull-ups. To get the best out of pull-ups, grasp a pull-up bar with an overhand grip just outside of your shoulder width. Starting with a slight bend in your elbows, pull your chest to the bar by bringing your elbows back and down toward your sides. Imagine your elbows pulling instead of your hands while focusing on squeezing your shoulder blades together. Once your chest is close to the bar, lower down slowly while avoiding extending down. Keep a slight bend in your elbows to protect your shoulders from overextending. If you struggle with reps on pull-ups, here's a simple trick. No matter how many reps you're capable of, choose a number as a total goal and perform as many sets as it takes to reach that number. For example, if you chose 20, you may do one set of 5 reps, another set of 4, then the next might be 3 reps, and so on. Keep going until you've reached 20. Over time, you'll perform more reps and fewer sets to achieve the goal. Back training doesn't need to be the same old song over and over with dwindling results. Instead, try some of these movements in your next workout and watch your back soak up more growth. Did you find this video helpful? If so, click the like button below, as it'll genuinely help out the channel. If your training and nutrition are in order and you're looking for a bit of an edge, be sure to check out my science-based supplement line. Each product was created using scientifically proven ingredients, all clinically dosed and guaranteed to produce results. And right now, you can get 25% off your entire order, plus free shipping by using the coupon code MONSTER at checkout. So head over to musclemonsters.com/supplements or click the link in the description. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next one. Peace.